What did the House Speaker and his fellow Republicans know, and when did they know it? That's what some are asking about a sexual harassment scandal involving a prominent GOP lawmaker. Hi, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. That scandal was first exposed yesterday by News Channel 5 Investigates, and the lawmaker resigned just hours later. Our Phil Williams was back on Capitol Hill this morning to continue his investigation.
Representative Scotty Campbell's downfall came as quickly as anyone up here on Capitol Hill has ever seen. Even though he's gone, the questions remain.
That we have a very toxic culture up here, one that in which rules are not consistently applied, and in fact, sometimes things are covered up.
For the so-called Tennessee Three, the entire situation reeks of hypocrisy. Republican Scotty Campbell resigned Thursday just hours after we confronted him with evidence that he had been found guilty in a secret hearing of sexually harassing college interns. His seat on the House floor now sits empty.
At first, the representatives said they weren't going to resign. Then we came back from lunch, they had resigned, and everyone here acted like nothing had happened. We just were supposed to act like everything was normal.
But our News Channel 5 investigation discovered that more than a week before the three Democratic lawmakers faced an expulsion vote for their gun violence protests on the House floor, House Speaker Cameron Sexton had been given this memorandum confirming that based on a staff investigation, an ethics subcommittee had found that Campbell violated the legislature's sexual harassment policy.
He knew about it before they moved, and he pushed to expel us for talking out of turn. Meanwhile, they're covering up a sexual harassment situation with one for certain and possibly multiple interns.
This resignation did not come because they felt like what they did was wrong. It came out because because you brought it up in the news. They know about this since March 29th.
And it is despicable that it wasn't until this was made public that the Speaker and the Republican leadership decided to do something.
We never have any clue about it.
So you had no idea?
No. We found out when you put it out yesterday, we found out what took place.
House Republican Caucus Chair Jeremy Faison insisted he was also in the dark about what his own vice chair was accused of doing.
At no point during that time am I aware of the information about the details. The first time I learned about that was when you actually reported it.
As did the House Speaker.
That process does not provide any details on any matter to the speakers. And so anything that happened, I am not privy to.
Could you ask for it?
No, because it's protected information.
Sexton blamed a process that was put in place after Republican Jeremy Durham was expelled in 2016 as part of a sexual harassment scandal. It created an ethics subcommittee composed of 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats to handle such complaints. Sexton says all he got was that vaguely worded letter. It sounds like this process is broken.
Well, I think it's something that we need to take a look at. But at the same time, what you're trying to do is also protect the victim.
As News Channel 5 first reported, the legislature also paid thousands of dollars to get one victim out of her lease at Capitol Towers, where she and Campbell each had apartments, paid to move her furniture back home, and to put her up in a downtown hotel for the rest of her internship. Legislative staff members are saying those payments are also secret.
And that information, my understanding through Ethics Council, is protected information that even I cannot get or.
But we're talking about taxpayer money.
I understand, but I'm just saying is the way that was set up, that is considered protected information.
That if there's somebody behaving in such a way that's put somebody else in harm or fear, we've got to deal with that immediately.
I mean, it's horrific to think the abuse of the power up here.
As for the Tennessee Three, they say this scandal should not be forgotten.
The reality is we need a full internal investigation that is public as to how taxpayer dollars were used to cover up the actions of the former representative.
Of course, this is not the first sexual harassment scandal to hit the Tennessee legislature, and likely not the last. The question is, after this session is over, will anything really change? Phil Williams, News Channel 5 Investigates.
Thank you, Phil. Now, while the House Speaker you saw there acknowledged the process for handling sexual harassment complaints needs to be reviewed, when Phil asked, Speaker Sexton said he was not sure when or how that review might be conducted.